Are you feeling obligated to do certain things? Do you find it hard to say no to people, especially around the holidays? Are you suffering through dynamics and situations just because you feel you have to? Well, this is the thing. We put up with family, we put up with friends, we put up with things that deplete our mental health just because it's Christmas, just because it's the holidays, or just because. Well, it's time to start putting yourself first and you can set boundaries with anyone and everyone, especially around this time of year. It's not selfish to put you first. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. Like, we think we have to because it's Christmas. We think we have to because it's family. We think we have to because it's what we're supposed to do. It's what's expected of us. You know what I mean? And like, I've seen this so much. People going home for Christmas. I only go home once a year because, you know, it's volatile and, you know, I just have to go home for Christmas. But there'll be arguments and I just put up with it. That's just the way it is. Just the way we are. No, it's not just the way it is. And it's not just the way you are. You get to choose. You get to choose what to do. Like, are you going out partying when you don't actually want to? Are you, like, why are we doing this? Like, this is at Christmas as well. You know, I remember, like, myself, you know, if you don't go out on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, you're doing something wrong. Or there's something wrong with you. Jesus. Or if you don't go to the Christmas party, or if you don't do this, or you don't do that, you have to do this, you have to drink, you have to eat, you have to do, have to. Why is everything, and why do we have to? Who created the fucking rules? Do you know what I mean? Oh, you can't spend Christmas on your own. You have to spend time with people who wreck your fucking head. Like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, we have to start learning how to set boundaries for ourselves and start to say it's okay to say no. You know what I mean? Like, it really is okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first. You know, for me personally, like, you know, I had to set major boundaries. I had to walk away from family because it was deteriorating my health. You know what I mean? And this is going to be my third Christmas on my own. And like, yes, it's fucking hard, but it's harder to be around energy that fucks me up. The last Christmas I spent with my family, I was fighting with my dad left, right and centre for at least a year up until, you know, I started to walk away. But the last Christmas I was there, I was so drained. He's just so siphoned of my energy, so depleted. I walked out of that house after arguing as I was walking out the door and crying sitting in my car as I was driving off. Like, why would you put yourself through that kind of situation because you have to? Oh, they're family, I need to go home. No, you don't. Like, I've made a choice. It's a very hard choice to spend Christmas on your own, but I had to make that choice. Now, I still celebrate Christmas. I still have decorations. I still cook myself a meal. I still buy presents and I put them under the tree for myself and my fur babies. So I you know, I'm not missing out. Well, I am. I know Christmas is about family. That's the main objective of Christmas, is love, friendship, and family. But your mental health and your physical well-being is so much more important. Do you know, are you putting up? Are you shutting up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this kind of triggers me, these big family gatherings at Christmas, this massive family gatherings. There's two reasons it triggered me. One, because I know what it's like, you know, to want to have family around. It can be a little bit lonely when you're on your own. But I'm also kind of going, you have that many people in your house. There's bound to be at least 5 narcs in the middle of them. 5 narcissists, 5 people who are going to speak down to you, 5 people who are going to, you know, belittle your energy, 5 people who are going to make you feel small, that you're not further along in your life, or that you're not married, you're not having kids and all this kind of stuff. You know, we all go through these dynamics where the family members make us feel like fucking shit. And we still spend time with them, we still put up with that shit because we think we have to. But why are we spending time, like, you know, for me personally, we've been obviously obligated, or we feel obligated to do things for other people and put ourselves last. But this is bullshit. We can't pour from an empty cup. But if you have toxic people in your life, you cut them out. You don't put up with toxic energy. So why do we put up with toxic energy at Christmas? Why? Because they're family, because they're blood, because they're friends, because everyone else is fucking doing it. Do you know what I mean? I have to say yes to this, I have to say yes to this, but I have to keep saying no to myself. Why is it because of the holidays we have to drink extra, or we have to eat extra, or we have to do things a certain way? Because we're fucking told to. Who made the fucking rules? Why are we suffering, you know, to get through the holidays? You know, why are we putting ourselves through dynamics that aren't for us anymore? Just because they're family. Like, why do you spend, like, you know, like, why did you move away from home? Why do you stay away from home? Because there's tension within your family. Now, this isn't for everyone, obviously, but there is a lot of people that have toxic family members and they only go back once a year because they feel like they have to. But yet you're choosing, like, you chose to walk away from the dynamic, but just because it's Christmas, you're like, I better go back. And I'm feeling guilty this year. Every year I felt guilty. This is my 3rd year, but I feel guilty. I'm sitting here going, maybe I should go back home. Maybe I should, contact my family. Maybe I should. Should. Who said I should? And I'm sitting here feeling selfish and guilty for choosing my mental health and well-being. And when I feel guilty, I'm like, should I contact? Should I go home? And I'm like, no. I was then reminded of the volatility of the arguments, of me crying, leaving. You know what I mean? Like, why would I choose to go back? I know I'm going to be crying on Christmas Day out of, sadness that I'm not with family, but it's better than being in an argument. You know what I mean? A blood-boiling argument. I'm crying and drained and depleted of all my energy. It takes a week or more to recuperate from. Do you know what I mean? I can choose to spend this time with myself and, choose my mental health and well-being. Choose to put my needs first. And people might say that's selfish. People are like, oh, you have to go home, they're family. No, blood is not thicker than water. It is not. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means your chosen family are the ones that will be with you to the end. Just because a person is your family does not mean you have to put up with bullshit behavior. Why are we doing this? Why? Because everyone will make you feel you have to do that. You have to. Who the fuck made the fucking rules? Do you know what I mean? This is time. It's a time. Every time of year is a time to put yourself first and a time to set boundaries. And if you have boundaries set throughout the year, but say to yourself, I'll go home for Christmas because I have to. That's not choosing yourself with your boundaries. Why would you choose to spend any amount of time in the company of people that drain your energy? Why go to a Christmas party with work people who drain your fucking energy? Now, as I said, this isn't for everyone. Some of us have, great work colleagues. Some of us have great family. This is for the people who are putting up with shit, who are putting up with toxicity because they think they fucking have to. Going to this party, going to this family event because you think you have to. You know what I mean? And it just bugs me. It's like, why don't you just say no? Why do you have to? Oh yeah, but I have to go. And I've had people say to me about how they've been spoken to by family, how they've been spoken to, and like how they've been belittled, and they're like, I have to go anyway. Why? Why do you have to go to be treated like shit? This just doesn't make sense. Because what, you're obligated to because of family? This is fucking bullshit. The only obligation you have is your mental health and well-being. So, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, but especially this time of the year, don't break your barriers. Don't break your boundaries because you feel that you need to go home. Feel that you feel guilty. The only reason you're feeling guilty is because you're feeling their energy coming at you. And that's a fact. That's the reason I feel guilt at all, is because I can feel my dad's energy coming towards me, attacking me effectively, in a psychic attack, in a spiritual attack in a sense, because I know he's angry that I'm not, that I'm choosing myself. I know he's angry for me setting boundaries. Why would I go back? Like, guaranteed, if I spend time with him at Christmas, 5 minutes would be like, oh yeah, you're back. The next minute would be, fuck you, how dare you leave me? Do you know what I mean? And I know that's the energy that would be. It would, it would only be 5 minutes of happy, and the rest would be negative. I'm not going to spend time in low vibrational negative energy because it's family, because I feel obligated. I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing to do things my way because my health was fucked. It was absolutely fucked being around this kind of energy. So if you keep saying to yourself, I have to, I should, I have to say yes, I have to go to that party, I have to do this. Why are we choosing to get drunk on Christmas Eve so that we can't eat our dinner and die of a hangover on Christmas Day? Why? You know what I mean? I don't drink anymore. I don't do that. But back in the day, I used to get drunk on Christmas Eve and not be able to eat my dinner Christmas Day. It would ruin Christmas Day. So why are we choosing to do the 12 pubs of Christmas? Why are we choosing to have to go to this party? Why are we choosing to waste our money to go to a hangover session effectively? Because you're literally paying for a hangover. Because everyone else is going. Because everyone else says, yes, I have to say yes. No, it's time to start saying no. It's time to start putting yourself first. Stop following the sheep off the cliff. Stop following your family off the cliff. If these dynamics are draining your energy, if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling worse for going to these things, stop fucking going. This is your life and your fucking choice. This is your life. You know what I mean? You're choosing to be around people who fuck you up. You're choosing to drain your energy by being in the wrong energy, by being around the wrong people. This is a choice. And you can choose to say no. You can choose to say yes to yourself. So stop being afraid to set boundaries, or don't break your boundaries at Christmas. Stop falling back into the trap of, I have to do this because they're family. I feel obligated to do this because no, if you're ill because you're around the wrong people, why are you going around the wrong people? It just doesn't make sense. Why are you allowing your energy to be drained because I have to go home because it's family? No, you don't. You don't have to be spoken to like fucking shit and belittled and shouted at and told to shut up again and again because they're family. How is Christmas fun when you're fucking in arguments every Christmas day? That's not fun. When you're in this toxic energy of alcohol and abuse all the time, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Why are you going to parties where everyone is fighting and everyone is drinking? It just doesn't make sense. Why are you literally choosing to put toxins into your body because everyone else is doing it? Overeating, over drinking because, it's Christmas. Being around the wrong age, it's all the same thing. What you consume, it's not just what you consume food and drink wise. It's what you consume in your energy of the people you spend time with. So it's time to start saying no to these things and start saying yes to yourself. It's okay to spend time on your own, and it's okay to set those boundaries. It's okay to choose you because you do not owe anyone else anything. You owe it to yourself to choose your health over Christmas, effectively. Choose your health. Like, you can still enjoy Christmas. You can still enjoy and be happy and be merry without consuming or being around the wrong energy or the wrong things. It's that simple. If you don't want to do something, say no. If you do, yes, great. If you want to be drained, if you want to be depleted, if you want to feel sick, then say yes to these things. But if you actually want to feel good, long term, maintain your boundaries and literally say no to what is draining your energy. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and I'd love nothing more than to help on your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.